ഹലോ ഫ്രണ്ട്സ്, വെൽക്കം ടു തിങ്കിങ് ഗ്യാപ്പ്. അപ്പോൾ തിങ്കിങ് ഗ്യാപ്പിൻ്റെ മറ്റൊരു എപ്പിസോഡിലേക്ക് നിങ്ങളേവരെയും ഞാൻ സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഇന്നത്തെ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ നമ്മൾ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത് ബേസിക് സിവിൽ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗിൻ്റെ ഒരു ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള സിമെൻറ്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന പോർഷനിലേക്കാണ്. നമുക്ക് അധികം സമയം കളയേണ്ട, നേരെ ക്ലാസ്സിലേക്ക് പോവാം. അപ്പോൾ ഇന്നത്തെ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ നമ്മൾ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത് ബേസിക് സിവിൽ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗിൻ്റെ ഒരു ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള സിമെൻറ്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ടോപ്പിക്കിലാണ്. വാട്ട് യു മീൻ ബൈ സിമെൻറ്റ്? Cement is the product obtained by burning a well-proportioned mixture of siliceous. Siliceous means that contains silica. Next one, argillaceous. That contains alumina. And calcareous, that contains lime. A cement is the product obtained by burning a well-proportioned mixture of siliceous, that contains silica, argillaceous, that contains alumina, and calcareous, that contains lime. These are the materials, and crushing the same to a fine powder. The most common type of artificial cement is OPC. OPC, that means ordinary Portland cement. Portland cement. The most common type of artificial cement is OPC, that is ordinary Portland cement. It was invented by Joseph Aspdin. It was invented by Joseph Aspdin. It was invented by Joseph Aspdin. OPC is the cement used for normal construction. It has adhesive and cohesive properties so that it forms a good bond with the other materials. It solidifies when mixed with water. It is the most active binding medium when hardened. It resembles sandstone, which are found plenty in Portland, a place in England, and hence the name it comes. Next we are going to discussing about what are the important components of ordinary Portland cement. First one, lime. Lime contains 60% to 67%. Lime contains 60% to 67%. Second one, silica. Silica contains 17% to 25%. Silica contains 17% to 25%. Third one, alumina. Alumina contains 3% to 8%. Alumina contains 3% to 8%. And fourth one, iron oxide. Iron oxide contains 0.5% to 6%. Magnesia. Magnesia contains 0.1% to 4%. Sulfur trioxide, that contains 1% to 2.75%. These are the components of ordinary Portland cement. These are the components of OPC. Next is, what are the important properties of OPC? What are the important properties of OPC? First, physical properties. Physical properties. First one, color should be uniform. First one, color should be uniform. Second one, free from lumps. Free from lumps. Free from lumps. And third one, uniform when touched, cool when felt. Uniform when touched, cool when felt. Fourth one, if a small quantity of cement is thrown into water, it should sink. If a small quantity of cement is thrown into water, it should sink. And the fifth one is, average compressing strength of cement mortar cube should not be less than 11.5 Newton per millimeter square. 11.5 Newton per millimeter square at the age of 3 days, and 25 Newton per mm square. 25 Newton per mm square at the age of 7 days. That are important one. 25 Newton per mm square at the age of 7 days. Next, average tensile strength should not be less than 2 Newton per millimeter square at the age of 3 days, and 2.5 Newton per millimeter square at the age of 7 days. Next one, heat of hydration should not be more than 75 calorie per gram. 75 calorie per gram after 28 days. Next one, initial setting time should be less than 30 minutes. Initial setting time should be less than 30 minutes. And final setting time should be around 10 hours. Final setting time should be around 10 hours. Fitness of semen should be less than 10% in sieve test. In sieve test. In sieve test. Soundness of semen by Le-Chatelier test should be less than 10 mm. Soundness of semen by Le-Chatelier test should be less than 10 mm. These are the important physical properties of OPC. What are the chemical composition of OPC? Chemical composition of OPC. First one, tricalcium silicate. That contains 40%. Tricalcium silicate that contains 40%. It hydrates early and develops strength in the first 28 days. It hydrates early and develops strength in the first 28 days. And the second one is dicalcium silicate. That contains 30%. Dicalcium silicate that contains 30%. It hydrates slowly and is responsible for increase in ultimate strength. It hydrates slowly and is responsible for increase in ultimate strength. And the third one is tricalcium aluminate. Tricalcium aluminate that contains 11%. It is the first to react and causes initial set. This is the first to react and causes initial set. It generates great heat. It generates great heat. That is tricalcium aluminate. And the fourth one is tetracalcium aluminate. That is also 11%. These are the chemical composition of OPC. These are the chemical composition of OPC. Next is we are going to discussing about the manufacturing of OPC. Manufacturing of OPC. It consists of 3 steps. First one, mixing of raw materials. Mixing of raw materials. That consists of 2 processes. First one, dry process. Dry process, and second one is wet process. Wet process. And second one, burning. Burning, and third one, grinding. These are the steps for manufacturing of OPC. Mixing of raw materials that consists of 2 processes, dry process and wet process, and second one burning, and third one grinding. First we are going to discussing about dry process. The calcareous materials such as limestone and argillaceous materials such as clay are separately ground in ball mills or jaw crushers. This powder is then stored in silos or hoppers. Then they are mixed in correct proportion and stored in a storage tank. Then they are mixed with the correct proportion and stored in a storage tank. That is dry process. And the second one is wet process. What do you mean by wet process? Calcareous materials are crushed and stored in silos or storage tank. Argillaceous materials such as clay is washed and stored in basins. The crushed limestone from silos and wet clay from basin are conveyed to ball mill or tube mill and grounded to form slurry. That is wet process. And the second one is burning. The burning is carried out in a long rotary kiln. KILN. The rotary kiln consists of a steel tube of diameter 250 cm to 300 cm. 250 cm to 300 cm and the length of 60 meter to 120 meter. 60 meter to 120 meter. That is kept at a small inclination of 1 to 30. 1 to 30. The kiln rotates about the longitudinal axis at the rate of 1 revolution per minute. The hot gases or flames are forced through the lower end of the kiln. The slurry from the storage tank is injected at the upper end of the kiln. The portion of kiln where the upper end is known as dry zone and the water from the slurry is evaporated. As the dried slurry descends to the burning zone, carbon dioxide from the slurry is evaporated and is converted into small lumps called nodule. As the nodules are heated to the temperature of 1500 degrees Celsius to 1700 degrees Celsius and clinkers are formed. And the third one is grinding. The grinding of the clinker is done by ball mills or tube mills. A small quantity of gypsum is added to control the initial setting time of cement. A small quantity of gypsum is added to control the initial setting time of cement. The final ground cement is stored in silos. It is the weighted and packed in bags. That is all about the manufacture of OPC. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഇന്ന് ബേസിക് സിവിൽ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗിൻ്റെ സിമെൻ്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ടോപ്പിക് ഇവിടെ കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ആയിട്ടുണ്ട്. അടുത്ത ക്ലാസ്സിൽ നമ്മൾ പ്രീവിയസ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ആണ് ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത്. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ പരീക്ഷയ്ക്ക് ഏറ്റവും ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസും അടുത്ത ക്ലാസ്സിന് നമുക്ക് ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യാം. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മുടെ ക്ലാസ് ഇഷ്ടമാവുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങൾ ഞങ്ങളുടെ ചാനൽ ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്യുക, ഷെയർ ചെയ്യുക ആൻഡ് സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യുക.